Y'all feel like crying today? Cool. I thought so. Welcome to Piece of Script. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your host, JustLatasha, and if you guys would be so kind to start off this video by subscribing to the channel, giving it a thumbs up, and of course hitting the notification bell so you guys are aware of when I make new content. If you want to see more of me, I am on social media, JustLatasha on Instagram, JustLatasha404 on Twitter, and I do extra live shows on Patreon, 2 extra shows a month, patreon.com/JustLatasha. So have you guys seen the short film Canvas? It is a black animation short film written and directed by Frank E. Abney III. And it's a film that follows a painter who has lost his inspiration after suffering from a loss. And I mean, it's rare that we see black people depicted in animation like this, so the textures alone, so beautiful. The hair, the skin, even down to Grandpa's moles. I mean, wow. And I don't even know why I'm doing this to myself, because the wound of grandparents suddenly leaving. So let's start off by taking a look at the first half of the film, where we open from Grandpa's eyes. This film is about perspective. From his face to his bed, we see the light divide down the middle. He has a choice of how he remembers his love lost. And we begin this journey with voids and empty spaces. He is choosing to focus on the darkness. And all of this darkness can make us easily feel lonely. But there's this tinkling feeling that we're not quite alone. This void serves as a disruption to Grandpa, who can't bring himself to paint. And the tree in his garden, where he last painted his love, matches the split between light and dark that we saw in his eyes. And this is the point where the perspective switches, changing from these wide and aerial views. This place is now being watched over. Though dark and cryptic, it still feels gentle, as if we're being guided. We've officially crossed over into the perspective of Grandma, who watches over this place from the sky. The two perspectives meet through a painting he originally tossed into the void. Grandma and Grandpa meet through a memory created on a canvas. We return with a new perspective. Grandma and Grandpa peering at the beautiful face of their granddaughter. So how do we remember those we've lost? Through legacy. How we live and love today is an ode to those who've existed before us. The perspective switches for the last time. As the grandparents looked upon the face of their granddaughter, now the legacy looks upon their faces. And through this short film, I have found a personal story of mine. I remember missing my grandmother one night so terribly. And as I wept, I prayed I could see her face one more time. And I've heard this message that told me to look in the mirror. And it made no sense in the present. I was so upset, I was so destroyed, but I just kept hearing, look in the mirror, and I didn't understand. But in hindsight, I totally do. If I were to look in the mirror, her face is worn on mine. I have her eyes, her moles, her skin, her love. So, how could my grandmother ever be gone when I am alive enough to speak her name? I am JustLatasha, and this was Piece of Script. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I am here every Monday night live, 6 p.m. EST for the Dissection series, and I am here every Thursday for a little bite-sized look into a really great film for the Piece of Script series. Please follow me on social media. I am JustLatasha on Instagram, JustLatasha404 on Twitter, and I host 2 bi-monthly live shows over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustLatasha. I thank you all for being here. How did you feel about Canvas? Did you see it? Did you see yourself in it? Let me know all of your feelings in comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys on the internet.